Yeah, I don't feel like, I mean, there's maybe aldosterone is high, or maybe things that could cause it to be high, and you're like, heart failure can cause high potassium, or sorry, high aldosterone, or be a factor with that. Um,
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am naturopath Fiona Chin, co-founder of Kidney Coach and Genesis, a range of supplements we've put together to support those diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, whether you're looking to lower your creatinine levels or bump up your eGFR. We have supplements that can help support you. And I am joined again today by the amazing, talented, wonderful, intelligent, beautiful, stunning Lindsay Zerka. I have not enough verbs, acronyms. I have no idea what the correct point is here, Linz, to reintroduce Lindsay. Lindsay is a renal dietitian who works with Jessiana Seville at the renal dietitian course. No, that's not what you work at Kidney Nutritional Institute. It's because we were just talking about dialysis and I've gone sideways. Lindsay is a renal dietitian with a huge, extensive background in dialysis. She worked. So let's start for anyone listening. What is aldosterone as a basic big level? And then we'll dive into its relationship to kidney disease. But yeah, tell me all things aldosterone.
yes, so aldosterone is a hormone that is produced in the adrenal cortex. Um, and a lot of times, like hormones, um, we always think of them as messengers, which is true for a lot of things, but they also kind of are more encompassing than that. So a lot of times you'll hear about hormones being produced one place, but then they actually act in another place. So that's why the messenger idea um, comes into play, because where it acts is in the renal tubules. And the renal tubules is where the body is, where the kidneys are either reabsorbing sodium or water or potassium or excreting it, like, or deciding to get rid of it. And so aldosterone, that is its job, is kind of controlling that. So maybe with blood pressure control, you guys have heard of the renin angiotensin aldosterone system. So aldosterone is a part of that. And I think when we talk about renin and angiotensin, we'll kind of go more in depth of what that whole system is. Um, but aldosterone is a key hormone for blood pressure control. And its job is to recognize um, when you don't have enough blood pressure, and then it is going to help raise your blood
And
pressure.
what about high aldosterone? What are sort of the symptom pictures that people, you sort of mentioned high blood pressures or anything else
So
really
it's going to
specific?
be higher blood pressure, low potassium because it's getting rid of tons of extra potassium, and higher sodium, even when they're not dehydrated.
Hmm.
Um, so kind of that opposite thing. Let me look at my cheat sheet here and see if I put any other things in for symptoms and assessment on this. Because yeah, I don't feel like, I mean, there's so many things to manage in kidney disease that, it's easy for some of these things to just kind of go to the
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
Um, but um, oh, okay. So other things that you can kind of look for that could kind of give you an indication that maybe aldosterone is high, or maybe things that could cause it to be high, and you're like, why would this be this way? So early in the morning, that's the peak aldosterone time. If you have a low sodium diet, then your aldosterone is going to be high because it's like, we don't have enough salt to keep water anywhere in here. And so that's where having too low of sodium can cause a problem for people. Also, a really high potassium diet because your body's like, too much, please, let's get rid of this. Congestive heart failure can cause high potassium, or sorry, high aldosterone, or be a factor with that. Um, and then, of course, decrease volume. A lot of times, people who have nephrotic syndrome, they can have higher aldosterone levels, strenuous exercise, and psychological stress. So
Mm,
that fits with like a lot of people who have kidney disease. It's going to be um, so much more likely to be commonly high. Um, but yeah, so for low, kind of some of the opposites, a really high sodium diet, um, uh, and ACE inhibitors, because that's literally what they do is they inhibit aldosterone.
yeah.
And steroids, they can also be factors that can reduce aldosterone. But definitely like other symptoms, you're gonna have higher blood pressure.
Well, if you would like your, after all of that, your aldosterone checked, or even if you would just like to work with a curious, I like the word curiosity because we spoke about that last time, but a curious renal dietitian who won't just make you go on a low potassium diet and cut salt out and do all those boring things, who actually will dig into what's going on, then you can head over to kidneynutritionalinstitute.org. So make sure you hit subscribe and like. That way you'll get notified when we put up new podcasts. If you want to know more about what we do, head to www.kidneycoach.com. There is a new website being launched the end of June, mid-June, end of May, somewhere in there somewhere. So look out for that. And you'll find us on all social media platforms under the same thing. Lindsay, thank you for your time, your genius, and your curiosity. You are always greatly appreciated.